Hello everyone, welcome. This is your sixth chapter, group communication. So now unicasting versus multicasting. So data is sent from a source process, the sender, to one destination process, the receiver. So this form of IPC can be called unicasting, the sending of information to a single receiver, as opposed to multicasting, the sending of information to multiple receivers. Multicasting is sending of information to multiple receivers. Unicasting provides one-to-one IPC, whereas multicasting supports one-to-many IPC. Okay, unicasting is sending one process sends message to another process, another single process. Okay, see the diagram says one-to-one communication or unicast and group communication or multicast. One to many or many to many is called a group communication. So now the archetypal multicast API, it has 4 primitive operations. The primitive operations involved in multicast API is join. The join operation allows a process to join a specific multicast group and a process that has joined the multicast group is a member of the group and is entitled to receive all messages addressed to the group. A process may be a member of the one or more multicast groups at any one time. Okay, so join operation allows a process to join a specific multicast group. A process that has joined a multicast group is the member of that group and it will receive all the messages that is addressed to that group, and that process may be a member of one or more multicast groups. And next operation is leave. This operation allows a process to stop participating in a multicast group. A process that has left a multicast group is no longer a member of the group and is thereafter not entitled to receive any multicast addressed to the group, although the process may remain a member of other multicast group. Okay, so that is leave operation. So it will stop participating in the multicast group and it may remain a member of any other groups. Okay, and after this operation, after this leave operation, the member, it will not remain a member of that group and it will not get any message from that group. So the next operation is send. The send operation allows a process to send a message to all processes currently participating in a multicast group. And receive. The receive operation allows a member process to receive messages sent to a multicast group. Okay, so these are the 4 primitive operations involved in archetypal multicast API: join, leave, send, receive. So now reliable multicasting versus unreliable multicasting. First one is unreliable multicasting. So multicast system will make a good faith attempt to deliver messages to each participating process, but the delivery of the correct message to each process is not guaranteed. Okay, so in unreliable multicasting, the delivery of message is not guaranteed. Thus, any message sent by a process may be received by 0 or more processes. In the best case, the message in its correct form is received by all processes. In the worst case, the message may be received by no process correctly. In other cases, the message may be received by some but not all processes, or the message may be received by some processes in a corrupted form. Okay, in a corrupted form or more than once. Such a system is said to provide unreliable multicasting. So under this unreliable multicasting, the message delivery of message is not guaranteed, and at the best case, the message in its correct form is delivered to all the process. In the worst case, the message may be received by no process correctly. In other cases, the message may be received by some but not all processes, or the message may be received by some processes in a corrupted form. So next one is reliable multicasting. A multicast system that guarantees that each message is eventually delivered correctly to each process in the group is said to provide reliable multicasting. In such system, each message sent by a process can be assumed to be delivered in a non-corrupted form to all processes in the group eventually. See, in reliable multicasting, the delivery of message is guaranteed. The definition of reliable multicasting requires that each participating process receives exactly one copy of each message sent. The definition places no restriction on the order in which the messages are delivered to each individual process. Each process may receive the messages in any permutation of the order in which those messages were sent. Okay, so reliable multicasting assures the guaranteed delivery of messages and in a non-corrupted form to all processes, but exactly one copy is delivered to the receiver, but there is no restriction on the order of messages. So here first one is unordered. Okay, the types of reliable multicasting. Under reliable multicasting we have few types. In that, first one is unordered. An unordered reliable multicast system guarantees the safe delivery of each message, but it provides no guarantee of delivery order of the messages. So it provides guarantee to the safe delivery of each message, but it provides no guarantee for the order of the messages. See, for example, suppose three processes P1, P2 and P3 have formed a multicast group. Further, suppose that three messages M1, M2 and M3 have been sent to the group. Then an unordered reliable multicast system may deliver the messages to each of three processes in any of 3 factorial. That is 3 factorial, that is 6 permutations. See, our processes P1, P2, P3 have formed a multicast group, and the 3 messages are sent M1, M2 and M3. But see, then unordered reliable multicast system may deliver the messages to each of the 3 processes in any of 6 permutations. That is, the message order may be M1, M2, M3 or M1, M3, M2, M2, M3, M1, M3, M2, M3, M1 or M3, M1, M2 or M3, M2, M1. It will be any of these orders. Okay, so it is possible for each participant to receive the messages in any order different from the order of messages delivered to other participants. Okay, so the members of groups may not receive the same order. It is possible for each participant to receive messages in any order different from the order of messages delivered to other participants. So in this example, it is possible for the messages to be delivered to P1 in the order M1, M2, M3, for the messages to be delivered to P2 in the order M2, M1, M3, and messages to be delivered to P3 in order M1, M3, M2. Okay, and it is also possible for the messages to be delivered to P1, P2, P3 in the same order, say M1, M2, M3, but we cannot make the assumption. See here, so this is unordered. So this is unordered multicast under the reliable multicasting. Under reliable multicasting, first one type is unordered, and next one FIFO multicasting, a system that guarantees that the delivery of messages adheres to the following condition is said to provide FIFO, that is first in first out or send order multicast. A process P sent messages M1, M2, Mi and Mj in that order to a multicast group. Then each process in the multicast group will be delivered the messages Mi and Mj in that order. See, P sent a messages in Mi and Mj order. So, and all the processes will receive these messages in Mi and Mj order only. So, suppose P1 sends messages M1, M2, M3 in that order to a multicast group G. Then with the FIFO multicasting, each process in G is guaranteed to have those messages delivered in that same order M1, M2, M3. But here you will have to note that this definition places no restriction on the delivery order among messages sent by different processes. For example, of a multicast group of two processes P1 and P2. Okay, we have processes P1 and P2. Suppose P1 sends messages M11 then M12. So P1 sends messages, first it sends message M1, M11 then M12. So this is the FIFO order is M11 and M12. So while P2 sends message, P2 is a process, it sends messages M21 and M22. See, the FIFO order of P2 is M21 and M22, and FIFO order of P1 is M11 and M12. So the FIFO multicast system can deliver the messages to each of two processes in any of following orders. So we have four messages of two processes. It will follow the FIFO order. See, the following orders, it will be in any of these orders. The messages will be delivered in any of these orders, that is M11, M12, M21, M22. This is one order. Another order M11, M21, M12, M22, M11, M21, M22, M12, M21, M11, M12, M22, M21, M11, M22, M12, M21, M22, M11, M12. So the order may be, the delivery order may be any of these orders. Okay, see, you will have to note here, that is, see, the FIFO order is maintained here, that is M11 and M12. M11 comes first to M12 and M21 comes first to M22. Okay, M11 should come first to M12 and M21 should come first to M22. So this is the FIFO order. So the next one is, the next type of reliable multicasting is causal order multicasting. A multicast system is said to provide causal multicasting if its message delivery satisfies the following criterion. If message Mi causes the occurrence of message Mj, then Mi will be delivered to each process prior to Mj. So if message Mi causes the occurrence of message Mj, that means Mj is a reply to Mi. So Mi causes the occurrence of message Mj, then Mi will be delivered to each process prior to Mj. Okay. Messages Mi and Mj are said to have a causal or happen before relationship denoted Mi-Mj. Mi-Mj is a reply to Mi. Okay, Mi causes the message Mj. So Mj is the reply. So Mj should come next to Mi. So the happen before relationship is transitive. If Mi, Mj and Mj, Mk, then Mi, Mj, Mk. See, Mj is a reply to Mi. See, suppose Mj is a reply for Mi message and Mk is a reply for Mj. So the order will be Mi, Mj, Mk. Mi causes Mj, Mj causes Mk. Mk is the reply to Mj message and Mj is a reply to Mi message. So in this case, a causal order multicast system guarantees that these three messages will be delivered in the order Mi, Mj and Mk, isn't it? So the reply should not come first. The reply should come later, that caused the reply message. Okay, so here the Mi caused a reply message Mj and Mj caused a reply message Mk. Suppose three processes P1, P2 and P3 are in a multicast group. P1 sends a message M1 to which P2 replies with the multicast message M2. So P1 sends message M1 to which P2 replies with the multicast message M2. So M2 is a reply to M1. Since M2 is triggered by M1, The two messages share a causal relationship M1, M2. Suppose the receiving of M2 in turn triggers a multicast message M3 sent by P3. See, we have three processes P1, P2 and P3. M2, on receiving M2, it triggers a multicast message M3 by P3, that is M2, M2 causes M3. The three messages then share the causal relationship of M1, M2, M3. Okay. So the next one is, type of reliable multicasting is atomic order multicasting. So in an atomic order multicasting system, all messages are guaranteed to be delivered to each participant in the exact same order. So here the delivery order does not have to be FIFO or causal, but it must be the same for each process. Okay. So for example, P1 sends M1, P2 sends M2, P3 sends M3. An atomic system will guarantee that the messages will be delivered to each process in only one of 6 orders. Okay, only one of 6 orders. See the 6 orders of first order is M1, M2, M3, and M1, M3, M2, M2, M1, M3, M2, M3, M1, M3, M1, M2, or M3, M2, M1. So these are the 6 orders in which the messages will be sent. Okay, and the messages will be, see, the 6 orders are there and messages will be sent in any of these 6 orders. Okay, and to all the processes the same order should be followed. For example, P1 sends M1 then M2, P2 replies to M1 by sending M3, P3 replies to M3 by sending M4. P1 sends M1 then M2, P2 replies to M1 by sending M3. So M3 is a reply for M1 and P3 replies to M3 by sending M4. So M3 is a reply for M1 and M4 is a reply for M3. So atomic multicasting imposes no ordering on these messages. Sequence of events dictates that P1 must deliver M1 before sending M2. Okay, so P1 must deliver M1 before sending M2. Likewise, P2 must receive M1 then M3, while P3 must receive M3 before M4. So atomic delivery order must preserve the order M1, M3, M4. Okay,